Okay, so the first thing we wanted to do was an accounting update, things to tell your accountant. Of course, this is very important. It comes from locumcrna.com and the 1099 Contractor. Feel free to follow me from both or one or either. And their Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of those. We're here and ready to help you out whenever you need. So an accountant is usually the one that does your tax preparation as well, but they can be much more of a financial advisor to you if you spend a little extra time going over your personal and business finances and asking questions as far as how you can most optimize your taxes and get the either largest return possible or to pay in the least amount. And you need to go in with what your objectives are with that accountant in order for them to understand where you're coming from and see if you're just getting advice or if you're just doing the tax preparation. If you are handing your stuff over on April 13th, expecting them done on April 15th, and just barely getting on top of your taxes, you're probably not going to get as many deductions and have any back and forth as far as what other things might be able to save you in the future, much less on the prior year's return. So your document preparation for your business and personal use is going to make a huge difference. So your accountant has to be able to separate everything from your business and your personal. So to get the best outcome, you need to separate everything out and have things very organized for them in order to be able to get the best deductions. And they also need to see both your business and your personal in order to understand how best to advise you and help you on your financial journey, especially going through your taxes and the IRS, and they can see or foresee something that might be a problem in the future, or they can potentially get you more tax deductions if you can get them. There are so many things that you might miss when you're preparing your own taxes, and that's why it's very important to consider using a CPA or someone that is very knowledgeable at filling out your taxes and making sure they're filed on time. And if you do an extension, make sure that they are filing the extension for you. Any business expense is critical to making sure that it's separated into the accounts. The less that can be intermixed with your personal, the better it is for you. Your personal expenses may have some business overlap, so that's why I always say the person that prepares your business taxes should also prepare your personal taxes. And they can also tell you about what is your allotted amount or how much you can contribute to your retirement, as some of those things will depend on how much you claim as your earned income or W-2 type income, and will have a direct result on your business and personal taxes. Your organization is going to be key. You have to keep your records. They have to be organized, and they have to be easily understood. So if you're using spreadsheets, if you're using QuickBooks, whatever you do, make sure it stays up to date. You need to do this probably on a monthly basis, at least a quarterly basis, in order to best provide your accountant with thorough files and records and to have it in the most organized manner or method possible. If you need a spreadsheet, email me. I'll be glad to send you a spreadsheet that I use, at least on the anesthesia side, in order to keep things a little bit more organized. And then when you are doing this, make sure that you're keeping all your information in a tax folder, and then one for business, within that another folder, and then one for personal that also has the same information. So any of the 1099s, the 940s, 941s, and any W-2 that you might have would go in your personal. So you need to be making sure that everything is by tax year in a folder that's separate on your desktop. And if you keep actual paperwork files or hard copy files, those should also be preferably scanned into a computer, but kept in a very safe place and in an organized fashion. The IRS can be a little unforgiving, so you want to make sure that you're hitting all of your quarterly and annual filing requirements. Not doing that required documentation can cause some extreme stress, especially as you continue to receive an IRS letter that says that you are being penalized for this type of action or another type of action or an inappropriate payment. We highly recommend using the EFTPS or electronic tax filing and payment system. That can be set up by you or set up by your accountant, and is something that can save you a lot of time and heartache and trouble as far as the IRS saying they didn't receive your payment on time. Everything has to be set up and ready to transfer no less than 24 hours in advance of the filing deadline as far as payments go. So you want to make sure that everything is done timely and early. I know that can be kind of quick. You can always contact us. Find us on all the social media from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube. If you have questions, you can always email me at wildy@1099crna.com.